for Chetima, vice president that ruled Borno State for 8 years, that acquired all that wealth, a vice president that ruled as a governor in Borno State for 8 years. TINUBU administration is building 14 billion naira worth of residence for him. That's very good. Am I surprised? I'm not surprised. Once upon a party, a political party in Nigeria, so reckless and vicious, cannot even think about Nigerians' well-beings. A political party that does not take our lives into consideration. A political party that is relegated to what? Vagabonds, modus operandi. A political party that is bloodier than 9/11 attack in New York. The administration of APC political party should be compared to what happened to Ugandans from 1971 to 1979, when Alhaji Idi Amin Dada, the cannibal of Kampala, was in charge of Ugandan government. A regime in Uganda that killed over 2 million Ugandans. APC political party could be regarded to what happened in Vietnam, Cambodia, Pol Pot, the Vietnam. A political party that boasted of giving Nigeria lasting solution to insecurity. From 2014, we've seen a Pol Pot regime of Buhari, who ruled Nigeria for 8 years under APC political platform. Pol Pot regime that has decimated the Cambodians. That was why we had the killing field of Cambodia, the killing field of Vietnam, where human beings' skulls were arranged in orderly manner, as if human beings are not living beings anymore. Pol Pot of Cambodia, Vietnam, today is a history. I would have likened Buhari to be Idi Amin, but because Idi Amin is more educated than he is. Idi Amin was an illiterate, a cannibal, that ruled Uganda from 1971 to 1979. He was forced out by Ugandan military forces, and he absconded into Saudi Arabia, where he suffered kidney failure, and he gave up the ghost in 2003. Idi Amin, that of Uganda, what Ugandans went through all those 1970s is exactly a reminiscence, a rejoinder of what Nigerians are going through since 2015 till date. TINUBU forced himself on us, claiming that he won election. And today, those people that fought people that vote for Labour, set their chops ablaze, kill some of the Igbos in Lagos State. They are facing the music today. See, let me tell you, they can build a residence of 200 trillion. It is for them. It is not for us. We mind our business. We are going our business, doing our normal business, making our legal money. We can never be like these people. I don't know to whom it may concern. What does it take a man to bring out this kind of information to Nigerians? If they build 14 billion worth of residence for Chetima, what do you think you can do? What could be a reaction? Are you going to arrest TINUBU, or are you going to arrest Chetima?
So that because before we begin to look at the budget, aspect of it, if it is to be a renovation and it tends to cost about 14 or 15 billion naira, that place must be another state or country of its own. That is one. Two, I would say you can see the level of expense, corruption, let me put it that way, at the expense of Nigerians themselves. And using that kind of money to furnish the vice president's residence for me, I don't think it is what something is very annoying, considering the fact that what every average Nigerian is battling with, just a minimum wage of 50,000 or thereabout. Has been proposed by somebody is going to live. One person is going to live in a state worth 14 billion. Wow, interesting. That's noble for you. I think he's trying to prepare himself very well for the thing that is going to come, and what is going to come is still remains an unknown, even to him and even to Nigerians themselves until that time comes. Whether he's trying to give the vice president a spice, uh, for the coming, prepare him for the 2023-27 election, or even create an impression, possibly create an impression, that this office is worth over 14 billion residential. His status, his personality is supposed to live in a 14 billion residential house. Oh, well, I mean, that tells you what we are into. We are already inside it, we are going to see how it's going to work at the end of the day. We are going to see how it's going to unveil at the end of the day. And we are going to see how it's going to impart on credibility and the image of Nigeria all over the world. If we continue to see this kind of a thing on daily basis. Not only that, you can see that Nigerian senators, how much they are going home with annually. Now we're talking about close to 1 billion or 1 trillion or thereabout each senator per annum. You can see the level of what they actually go there is for their own pocket, and they are not all really running Nigeria's interest. But it's a big disappointment, when we see this thing coming from somebody to an extent that has been celebrated by the Yorubas in the southwest as being, a man who have stood against the storm, who has fought and having opportunity to be in a position of authority. And we are seeing this kind of abuse of office, this kind of you know, lack of, you know, uh, transparency. We are seeing, how do I put it? Executive rascality. We are seeing a government, that is not prudent. We are seeing a government, that does not recognize what it means to enjoy or be part of, democracy. So a lot of people will be a little bit disappointed, when we see that 14 billion or thereabout is being used for. I'm not saying that the status of the vice president should not be, should be at least should have a befitting atmosphere to stay. But this is not a fresh project. This is just a matter of renovation. So I mean, it's a bit worrisome for some people. See, they claim that there's no money, but they know, they are sitting on money. They tell Nigerians there's no money. Nigeria is broke, but we know that is a lie. We know that they cannot do this, they cannot do that. But when they get to that level, they become another thing. They become another thing entirely. They become extremely threats to the citizens. I know a time will come, then they continue. A time will come because whatever goes up must one day come down, and that's just the truth. And one day, Nigerians will find themselves in a position of, decision. When the Nigerians find themselves in a position of decision, then it's left for them, whether to determine where and how they want to be governed, or whether they were going to continue with this kind of a thing, or this kind of news, with this kind of way. Of course, it's left for them to decide. Nigeria for Nigerians. Now, if Nigeria refuse to work for the country, then the country will refuse to work for Nigeria. That's just the truth. We are seeing TINUBU distancing himself from a lot of programs that has direct effect on Nigerians. We are seeing himself facing another angle entirely. We are seeing Tinubu doing a different thing, from what people think he should have been doing. We are seeing, look at the issue of the LOCDA. We thought by now Tinubu would have ratified that, at least recognize those LOCDAs as a local government in Lagos, having fought the powers that be that time. But we were not seeing it. We were not seeing that any sign on that. Most of his policies is actually confusing and looks like it's just a mere small screen. At the end of the day, we talk about this one, we are not seeing any concrete fruitfulness coming from there. Talk about this one, we are not seeing any concrete thing coming from there. Look at the issue of subsidy, we are not seeing anything coming from there. There has been denial here and there, trial error here and there. No, Nigerians are saying, the government have lost direction, and of course, we cannot continue like that. Whatever happens in Asoro currently now, whatever they like, they them build. At least they have only 3 years or less than that, for Nigerians to decide the next level of action.
14 billion. You see, they came to embezzle Nigeria. They must embezzle because that is their language. Tinubu, all the followers, they tell me that we know say Nigeria message. See, tomorrow night, go on that maybe 50 something billion naira, 12 billion, 14 billion for construction, reconstruction. The house was there before. Okay, what about Nigeria's situation? What has it done? See, Tinubu, a year in office is zero. He and the associates, they came to loot Nigeria. That's why he bought the vote. Tinubu said, he don't say Nigeria, he say Nigeria don't vote for him. Now you vote for Tinubu. I don't vote for him. So anything we like, he do with our money. Nigeria is suffering, don't care. Because you say we vote for him, you say, okay, Emagia. We hear that for a party one day. See where Tinubu dey dance with big meat. You will not say all those ones are wicked past you and I. I know 100 billion say it is small because who will fight for you and I? Now Topolo won't fight. I been government. It don't be fight. I been at Dokubo. All of them are Tinubu boys now. Tinubu get money anyhow. See, but they judge. It don't enter Tinubu. Doyo Kungbe. All of them. But me and you no go enter Tinubu. Me and you go fight Tinubu to the end because it's a scam president. It's a scam government. Change, renew hope to today, zero. Now, 14 billion for a vice president. May he has become London and may come to heaven. But one day he go leave. He can leave today, he can leave tomorrow. Because we don't send a message. We don't happy with government of Tinubu. Now, first start them be. Every day, okay, ordinary labor, they can't pay 100,000. Can't even pay 150,000. They say one pay 62,000. That one money. That one to the back card. See, Nigeria, that storm they come, and that storm don't near us. Wicked storm, it go blow away those iniquity that rule us. You buy police, you buy army, you buy navy, you buy the whole government. Everybody, TINUBU, Jagaba. He finish Nigeria. No food, and you get wife, you get children. I did not see, he said, we don't come here to eat you. We came here to make you live. Now you came to suck all blood. You and Shetima, they wear glass, mafia glass. The mafia now. They are criminals mafia now. They rule Nigeria. See their escort. He passed president of the United States of America. Escort, when they follow one president, one person. He went and wash. You see that they came to let Nigeria suffer. But Nigeria should give themselves brain. Let us come together and pursue the arch. Otherwise, they will finish us. Nobody to help. Now let me and you can help me and yourself. Let us come together and say, no, enough. 62,000. How much it be? Labour, come back and shut Nigeria down. We will support you. Everybody will come out. Father, mother, pikin, papa, everybody. Shut Nigeria down. Otherwise, Nigeria will not go to upstairs. God bless your life.